What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today, bro? Um, Hope y'all are doing good. If you're not, I really don't know how to help you, bro. I've had a shitty couple weeks as it is, dealing with eviction notices and cars getting towed off and paying fines and fucking just all sorts of fuck shit, dude. Um, and I finished my 2 books that I've been working on for the past 10 years and went to go get them published today, and I couldn't get them published. And I asked why, and somebody had already came out with the same books as me. Although it's not the same plot, they got the same name. Literally. Somebody ripped me off, man, and stole my shit. Copyrighted me. But I can't claim copyright because they got theirs done before I did. So if anybody's gonna claim copyright, it would be them. I just didn't finish on time, and it's my fault, man. Now I gotta start all over again and work on 2 new books. It's gonna take me forever, but I gotta do it. I wanna be an author, and to be an author, you have to put in the work, the dedication. No matter how many setbacks you have, you gotta keep pushing through. That's how you become a rich and famous author. You know, that shit doesn't just get handed to you. So now I gotta start all over again, figure out what I wanna do, and that's okay. I'm gonna work on my music, and I'm gonna work on writing at the same time like I've been doing. It'll get done. May take it till I'm 30 or 40 years old, but it'll get done. And that's all that counts. It's all that matters. I've been told my whole life that good things come to people who are patient. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in the work and the dedication, and then I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait for my turn. And when it's time for me to be rich and it's time for me to be successful, then at least I waited until then. Good things come to people who wait. If you're impatient and you can't wait, you ain't never gonna get there. You ain't ever gonna get to the top. You know what I'm saying? I wanna be famous, whether it be a famous author, whether it be a famous rapper, whether it be a famous whoever. Ever since I was 13 years old, all I could think about was making trillions of dollars, buying the nice clothes I want in this life, buying nice cars, buying nice houses. That's all I ever thought about ever since I was a kid. And I always thought about how I was going to get there. And I said, well, you know what? I'm good at music. I'll make a company called GMP Studios. And I built that company up from the ground up, man. Trademark. Show y'all what I'm talking about. That's my new song I'm working on. Give y'all a sneak peek. It's called Too Late. What does that say up here? GMP Studios. Trademark. Can't nobody steal my shit. You feel me? I'm the one and only. And you know, even if this YouTube shit don't work out, it's cool. Because like I said, man, I'm going to wait patiently for my turn. I'm going to wait. I'm going to put in the work and all of that. And then I'm going to wait. And when it's time for me to pick up my Mercedes Benz or my Rolls Royce, Yup. I don't really want a Royce, though. I don't even want a Benz. I want me one of them G-Wagons. One of them off-road, big-ass Mercedes-Benz. You know, the ones them Russians drive in. I want one of them. And I also want, I want a, what you call it? I want a 68 Chevelle with a drop kit. I want to put that bitch all the way to the floor. Make it a low rider. I don't want to go fast in it. I just want to cruise. Hydraulics on it. It's going to be the first 1968 Chevelle with hydraulics. And 50-inch rims. It's going to look fucking sick when I'm done with it, bro. Big ass subwoofers in the back. Hell nah, dude. People be looking at me like, hey man, this dude's a crackhead. I ain't ever heard of a 68 on fucking 50-inch rims. I have heard people turning them into drag racers, but I don't know. Maybe that's just some hood shit. I mean, I could see that happening to a 6'4", or maybe a nice motherfucking what's it called? Damn, I done lost my train of thought, bro. Cutlass, bro. One of them 85 Cutlasses, dude. I've seen that. I used to live at this group home in Tulsa called Relations. And it was this dude named Mr. Nick. And he was a Crip. And so he always rolled up in an 85 Cutlass in powder blue. It was a powder blue Cutlass. 50-inch rims with the mags. Had the fucking mag rims on them. Powder blue. Oh, and you could hear him coming in too, bro. It was sick. Motherfucking building would be shaking when that dude rolled up. He be blasting his blue face. I wonder what the hell happened to him, bro. They got shut down because of me. Me and this other kid, we ran away. And I was 13 and this kid was 11 at the time. And we ran away and the group home started to chase us on the highway. Because we was on the highway. You know, where they had them metal barricades and shit. We hopped over the barricades into the other lane of oncoming traffic. And I made it all the way across. Because I was running track and all that at the time in middle school. And so I was really fast. But this 11-year-old boy, his name was Chris Seaton. And he was heavy set. He tripped and fell. And he got hit by 3 semi-trucks. And they hit him and kept going. And I had to run across the street to the fire department and let them know what had happened. And then I left the scene. I fled. Because I had a feeling that they was going to pin all that shit on me and I was going to go down, bro. I said, I'm 13 years old. That means I could be tried as an adult for that shit. And I said, fuck that. I'm out. But the whole reason we left is because I knew this dude who sold weed. And I had some money at the time. So I wanted to go buy some weed. And this 11-year-old boy, he ain't ever smoked weed before. And so, you know, just out of the blue, I asked him. I said, hey, you want to go with me to go get some weed? I said, I'll let you smoke some. Yeah, I'll go with you. And that was that. He got killed. I watched the whole thing go down, bro. That's why I got PTSD. Gave me all sorts of different fucking psychosis and shit for that. All sorts of different fucking, what you call it, when them doctors pin shit on you. Pin all them illnesses and shit on you. Whatever, man. That's why I don't go to the doctor no more. If I'm gonna die, I prefer to die right here at home. I ain't dying in no hospital bed. I don't need to see no doctor. I don't trust doctors. It's too many people that put they lives in doctors' hands, and them doctors fuck up and kill people. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. It is a lot of doctors out there who use malpractice. They have no fucking clue what they're doing. And they do surgery on people. And these people die on the operating table when they're not supposed to die. I ain't putting my life in nobody's fucking hands. I put my life in God's hands, and that's it. If I'm gonna go, then I knew it was my time. If I live, then I knew I had some shit here that I needed to finish up. Yeah, fuck all of that. I don't go to no hospital, no doctor's office, no motherfucking... I got health insurance, but I don't ever use it. I don't believe in that fuck shit. At all, man. Fucking at all. But anyway. My life has been real fucked up. Real fucked up. But it's cool though. You know, because now as an adult, I look back on the stupid shit that I did as a kid. I wouldn't be where I'm at now if it wasn't for that stupid shit that I did. See what I'm saying? I'm still a felon. However, I'm about to beat this case and get this shit dropped. And then I won't be a felon no more. You feel me? I've been doing anger management. I finished probation with flying colors, bro. I even graduated probation early. I was discharged in October when I should have been discharged in December of last year. See, so that's 2 months early that I was discharged. I did a good job, bro. I did everything they asked me to do, gave them all the paperwork they needed. And I never even had to come in to fucking PO's office. I came in like once or twice, and that was it. The rest of the time, it was over the phone. She would call me and be like, hey, where you at? I'm at home, about to go to work. Where you working? Such and such. What you doing tomorrow? This, that, whatever. You know, she would just check up on me once a month. Never twice a month, never 3 times a month, once a month. And I only had to be piss tested twice the whole time. And it was a year of probation and a year deferred sentence for attempted assault with a deadly weapon. They say I threatened to shoot somebody. How can you threaten somebody when you asked a question? Is my question. I called 911 and I asked them if I could shoot someone for throwing something at me. I asked them if that was legal. And they called the cops on my ass and sent the cops down there to arrest me. And I lost my gun in the whole play. And then they tried to lie to the court and say I threatened to point it at my roommate and threatened to pull the trigger on him. All I did was call 911 and ask them a question. And they labeled a question as a threat. And a question cannot be a threat because a question is a statement. See, I did 3 years in English class, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You cannot use a question as a threat because you cannot say, can I kill somebody, and that be a threat. It has to be, I'm going to kill someone. Or I'm going to do this. You're going to do something is a threat. Not can you do something. But you know, this is Oklahoma, and I live in a small town. At the time, I lived in a small town called Lindsay. I now live in a small town called Maysville. Both of those are really itty-bitty towns who are extremely racist towards Native Americans and African Americans. And I just happen to be Choctaw. So I'm native, which means that they can push over me anytime they feel like it, and I can't do shit back to them because I've tried. I even went to my tribe and asked my tribe for a pardon And they told me that they don't do pardons, even though Native American tribes are supposed to do pardons for their tribal members. So there's that. So all of this shit is just really fucked up. I got some shit pinned on me that I didn't even do. And they think just because I'm Choctaw, they can push me over. They think they can run me over and make me do what they tell me to do. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Did you know I'm 28 years old and I have a curfew? Did you know that? In the state of Oklahoma, even in the United States, period. Once you're an adult, there is no curfew for adults. But yet, when I moved to Maysville, you're not allowed to leave town. You're not allowed to get out of town or anything past 9 o'clock. When 9 o'clock hits, you have to be in your house. You can't even be on your own on your own porch. You can't. If they catch you, they write you a $500 fine. It's $500 for being on your own property in the middle of the night. And they claim it's because they've had too many break-ins and whatnot. But that still doesn't mean that y'all can tell me what to do. Because that's called communism. That's called dictatorship. You're dictating when I can and cannot be outside. But anyway, apparently, and they said, and I reported all this to the FBI. I reported every bit of this to the Oklahoma FBI, and they said they can't do shit about it. They can't do nothing. Because it's out of their jurisdiction. And I'm saying, man, y'all motherfuckers are feds. Y'all don't have jurisdictions. When you're a fed, you can go anywhere and everywhere that you want to go. You could go into another country and do whatever you want. You're a fed. That means you work for the federal government. That means you enforce the law and other people do what you tell them to do. But these people in Oklahoma is also fuck shit, man. I didn't have these problems when I was living in New York. Because I lived in NYC, Queens, motherfucking Harlem. I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Upper and Lower Manhattan. I lived in motherfucking Coney Island. I stayed in all them fucking areas, bro. And not once was I ever told what to do by anybody, especially a cop. I was left alone. Wouldn't nobody fuck with me. As long as you mind your own business and do what you gotta do, won't nobody mess with you. But you can't do that here. It's like, man, fuck this shit. I can't wait till I'm rich. I can't wait till I hit the big times. And then I can get the fuck up out of Oklahoma for good and never come back. Buy me a big ass mansion somewhere, probably in Maui. And fucking just live my life to the fullest. Going surfing, motherfucking hit them waves, going snowboarding and snow skiing, motherfucking skydiving, motherfucking, I want to do all of that shit. I've only been skydiving one time, and it was the craziest, most terrifying, and most fun experience of my life. I thought that fucking chute wasn't gonna open, bro. I swore. I was like, man, if this bitch don't open and the reserve don't open, fuck it. They say if that happens, you gotta like, I don't remember how they said to do it. I guess it's like, oh yeah, I do. It's like this. So it's like this, and then your legs are like spread outward like that. And so what you're doing is you're creating drag to slow yourself down before you hit the ground. And that could save your life, although you'll be paralyzed. You can guarantee that you breaking your neck, your legs, your back, your arms. You're going to be paralyzed if you survive. That's if you survive. Some people, gravity gets a hold of them. I'd hate to be one of them motherfuckers, bro. I always said, if I die from anything like that, I want it to be cancer. If I die of anything bad, I want it to be cancer. But if I die of anything good, I want it to be an old age. I want to be like 300 or 400 years old and then just fucking just bite the dust. I want to watch everybody around me go away while I'm still here. 400 foot. Could you imagine living that? You would outlive every generation. You would see this whole world change for 400 years, while everybody else would only get like an 80-year to a 90-year lifespan. Maybe 100. You feel me? Like, damn. I hope I'm 400 years old, bro. I want to see what the future's really going to be like. Are we going to be living in Mars? Or are we still going to be here? Or is there even going to be a future? Or, you know, I don't know. We've had flying cars since 2018. I don't know if y'all remember that shit. They built flying cars in 2018 and just everybody passed it by like it never happened. Jetpacks were invented in 2018. The lightsaber, an actual fucking working lightsaber, was invented in 2017, I think, by Hacksmith Studios. All of this shit is being invented right before our eyes, and it's all being unveiled. But I want to know, when are we gonna get access to it? Because we've got access to the Cybertruck. We've got access to the Tesla models. We don't have access to SpaceX yet, which I really wish that there would be civilian access to SpaceX, because that would be awesome. To get to meet Elon Musk in person and just kind of go over all the different pieces of technology that he's got, dude. I'll tell you, he is, people would call him an entrepreneur, but me, I don't really want to call this dude a god, but look at all the shit he's accomplished. Compared to a lot of other people in his area of expertise. That dude has accomplished a lot. And I know everybody wants to give all the credit and everything to Bill Gates and fucking, Apple and yada, yada, yada. But really, this dude's building rockets from the ground up with no assistance from NASA. NASA will not fund him at all. He is doing all of this on his own. He has created several different prototypes that have really shown to be inventive. I like the one that's able to land itself. I think that's cool. It's able to have a self-stabilizer. If only Apollo had shit like that back then. A remote landing. Oh, that'd be so cool. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh, I tried the Oreos that's promoting SpaceX. I think they're called Space Dunk. And I bought like 6 of them so far. And I've been scanning the QR codes on them to see if I won. Dude, if you get the right one, you win a 100% free trip to space. Like, paid for. And I think it's for SpaceX. I'm not sure. Because I know NASA ain't building shit no more. They claim they don't have the smarts or the technology to build their rockets anymore. And I don't understand that. That makes absolutely no sense to me. How could you forget to build something? Like, wouldn't you have record? You would have a record of every rocket you've ever assembled, right? Like, on all the Apollo missions, on the Challenger missions, on the, what was that other one they did? It was after the Challenger. It was the one that took that dude up into space, the bald-headed guy, and he would report back every day. Can't remember his damn name. But when he came back, he was in so much pain because his fucking body was coming back to normal. They say that when you go into space, your body stretches just a little bit, and you can feel it. And then when you get back to Earth, it comes... I think it has to do with gravity, because in space, there's zero gravity. And so you're getting both pull from bottom to top. You know, almost as if it's pulling you apart, but not really pulling you apart. It's just there's zero gravity, so there's nothing to hold you down, and there's nothing to pull you up. You're just floating in general. When there is a gravitational pull, it's basically when, like here on Earth, we're not floating. There's air around us, we're able to breathe. All of these things. I bet eventually Earth will become zero gravity. Maybe. I don't want to say that it absolutely will, because I'm not a scientist. I didn't get a PhD in college. I'm just kind of guessing, being that we are moving closer and closer to the solar system. You know, we were way out here, and now we are moving closer. It's taking a long time, and it will take a very long time before anything happens to Earth. But at the rate we're going with pollution and greenhouse gases and carbon monoxide being shot out into the air, I don't know. There is so many toxins in this country and in the world that it's really hard to tell how close we are to the Richter scale of a shitstorm. Could happen soon. You never know. I mean, I'm serious. You never fucking know. Like India. There are certain parts of India that have the trashiest places, and people still swim in their water, and they... It's disgusting. I would never go to India. I've been to Somalia. I've been to Nigeria. I've been to South Africa. I've been to North Africa. I've been to Australia. I've been to Spain. I've been to Russia. Been to Germany, Berlin, and I've seen Auschwitz. I've been to Switzerland. I've been to Amsterdam, Paris, which is in France, Italy, to Rome, and to Sicily. Been to Tokyo, Japan, China, several parts of China, Beijing, Hong Kong. I really like Hong Kong. The people there are just really cultural, which is what I love. But I also like the fact that they're super nice, and a lot of them speak English. A lot of them in Hong Kong speak English. It's amazing. You know, because you go over there and you think, hey, I'm going to have to get a translator book and learn a lot of Chinese, right? No, absolutely wrong. You go over there and 9 times out of 10, about half the population of them speak English. It's amazing. Same thing in Japan. When you go to Japan, you know, you're thinking everybody there speaks Japanese. No, absolutely not. There are a lot of people in Japan that speak English, and they speak it really good. And if you fuck with them, they'll kick your ass. I'm telling you right now, it's not like China. Yes, them Chinese people will use Kung Fu on you. They will fuck you up. But them people in Japan, they'll cut your fucking head off. And then they'll hand it to you. They don't fuck around over there in Japan at all. You know, you go over there and you mess with people. Yeah, you're gonna get the reaction you're wishing for. You're gonna get an ass whooping. And it may not be one person either. In Japan, I've seen a lot of people get jumped. And I'm not talking about the Japanese, you know, the gangs that they have over there. No. I'm straight up just talking about these are normal people. And when you piss one of them off, you piss the whole fucking village off. I've seen people get jumped by 6, 7, 8 different fucking civilians for talking shit, running their fucking mouth, thinking nothing's gonna happen to them. What'd you think was gonna happen? You're a tourist in someone else's country. You're trespassing and fucking with these people, intentionally looking for trouble. And you're gonna find it. And if the civilians don't mess with you, yes, the Japanese gangs who will remain unnamed for the very sake of my safety, because I know how this shit is. You don't fuck with them type of people, man. I ain't gonna tell you who they are. I'm just gonna tell you them ain't the kind of people that you want as enemies. I ain't ever met them in person, but ever since I've been to Japan, there are a lot of areas that I've been told to stay away from. And major parts of Tokyo, that's basically ground zero. Absolutely. You get fucked up real quick in that city. Tokyo's a big motherfucking place. You can get lost too. I've been lost twice. And not on purpose either. Like my first time going over there, I had a guide. And somebody stopped to talk to me. And my guide kept walking. I guess he didn't notice that I was still standing where I was standing. He kept walking. And by the time the guy got done talking to me, that guide was gone. And I was standing in the middle of Tokyo, Japan, lost, confused, and Caucasian. And all of these people around me just looking at me like, what the fuck is this white man doing here? Why is he just standing there? I was embarrassed, man. So embarrassed that I had to ask a lot of different people. I even went up to the police in Tokyo and I was like, hey man, I'm lost. I'm looking for the hotel. And I couldn't even pronounce the name of the hotel. I think it was called like Guangxi or Guangmai, some shit. It was started with Guang. I couldn't even pronounce it if I wanted to. And all they could do was point. And so I'm just sitting here walking through Tokyo. I'm Guangmai, Guangxi, just fucking, and these people are just pointing different fucking directions. So I'm walking in circles until I finally found it. And when I got there, I went up to my room and I just fucking stayed there for the whole trip. I had room service, so I had them bring me food up. Just charged my fucking card. I didn't give a shit. Yeah, man, it was terrifying the first time. And then the second time, it was alright. Hung out at the fish market and got to kind of see what everybody does over there. They buy lots of squid and, like, all sorts of other fish, man. I love it. You can buy all sorts of shit over there cheap. Now, in China, they have a fish market that sells. Well, I ain't gonna tell you what they sell, because it's illegal. I'm gonna tell you anyway. They got a fish market over there in the further part of China that sells cat and dog. I mean, of course, they're stray animals, but still, just saying. And people call us animals. People call Americans evil, right? But yet, Chinese people are quick to cook and eat a dog and a cat simply because it's walking down the street. I would never feed that to anyone, ever. That would make you severely sick. It would probably kill you. There's no telling what kind of diseases dogs and cats have, let alone, why would you eat that? That's somebody's pet. You're gonna murder somebody's child, basically. Because I consider my cats and my dogs my children. I raised them ever since they were kittens and puppies. You understand? So, I wouldn't do nothing like that to my animals. Why the fuck would other people do shit like that? This just makes no sense, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. And I'm gonna catch y'all later. See ya.